Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle from Danielle Reads Books, and today is Friday. I don't know if this video is getting out to you on Friday, but I filmed it on Friday, I promise. I am trying to be better about uploading videos regularly and talking about my reading more regularly now that I am reading again regularly. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on Friday Reads. I usually do what I finished, what I've been reading, and what I have picked up recently to add to my ever-growing collection. So let's go ahead and let's start with what I finished. I actually finished two books. The first one being Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. So this one I started reading back in April with the Books Are Sick book club, and it is very good. Please do not let the fact that it took me this long to read it tell you that it is not, because it is good. However, I am not a nonfiction reader, so that's a first thing. And second of all, the second thing this book had going is that it is a book of essays. And honestly, I don't think you're supposed to read them all back to back to back to back to back, because it starts to get a little monotonous since all the essays have the same common theme. And so I came back to it and I just put it on audio and I finished the audio. I will be going back eventually to highlight and underline the last, what was it, 100 pages that I had to read of it, because oh my God, there were some beautiful lines. There's just so many beautiful there's so much beautiful writing in this. Robin Wall Kimmerer is an indigenous, is she a botanist? Yes, she's an indigenous botanist and a writer, and a mother, and she's just so many things. And she is a phenomenal writer. She writes about, how do I explain it? The reciprocity between humans and the earth, specifically plants, and how what we do affects the earth and how the earth affects us and what we can do to change our relationship with it. And it is just stunning, beautiful. I think this is a great book, especially for like the spring when you're gardening and stuff. Like, this would be such a good one to put on. She narrates the audiobook and she does a very good job. She has a very soothing voice. So this would be nice to put on while you're gardening. Oh, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Then I also finished The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Now, I picked up this book back in May, the 1st of May. With every intention of reading it, and I got very far. I think I made it to, here we go, I made it to 131 pages, so I made it about that far. This is what I had left, and I stopped because it was so depressing. The writing is phenomenal. The characters are unmatched. She does character work so well. However, the things that she does to her characters are just dreadful, awful. Like, these poor people have no hope in their lives. We're following Piccola. Are we really following her? It's about Piccola, who is a young Black girl who wants blue eyes, and she gets mocked by all these kids for her dark skin, curly hair, brown eyes, and she wants blonde hair, blue eyes. And basically, it's not like a huge spoiler. It happens in the first chapter of the book, but you find out that Piccola is impregnated by her father, and she's just in a rough situation. She's taken in by this family. You can tell she comes from a rough family. You get the perspectives of these little girls who tried to befriend her. You get the perspectives of Piccola's mother. You get the perspectives of Piccola's father. You get the perspective of this random man who Piccola goes to at the end of the story. And then you finally, at the end, get like 15, 20 pages from Piccola's perspective. So that's why I say it's about Piccola, but is it? It's about, what it really is about self-hatred, racism, this need, that's not gentrification, what is that called, assimilation, and just I'm trying to remember what the other themes were, but they're just, I think it's a lot about self-hatred, our views about what beauty is. Yeah, anyway, so lots about racism, assimilation, self-hatred, things like that, which is, I think, a very important topic. I think, and it's very well written. It comes across, you get the message. However, it's depressing as all hell. And it got me right in the middle of a slump, and depressing wasn't what I needed during the slump. So I put it down for a while. I just picked back up and I finished it. I think it was really well written, but I cannot give it higher than a 3.75 stars because it was so depressing that I could not read it all the way through. And I just cannot see myself rating a book that made me so mad and so sad so highly. I just can't. So 3.75 stars. It would have been a 4-star if there had been even a smidgen of hope that Piccolo's life was going to be okay, that Piccolo was going to be okay, that, you know, just in general, that things would be okay. And for nobody are things okay in this book. So that's The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Now I do kind of want to pick up another book by Toni Morrison, because I did like her writing style a lot. However, I have been told that a lot of her books are like that. So if that is incorrect information, please let me know, and let me know which book I should pick up of hers next, because like I said, I really did like her writing style. I know that she is beloved by lots of people, and I just want to find the right book for me by her. This had so many quotes, so much beautiful language. But yeah, it was depressing. So anyway, that's that. Now, those are the 2 books that I finished. What I am currently reading is, on my Kobo, I have started The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. And this is like a it's not post-apocalyptic. What is that called? I think it's called dystopian. There we go. It's about a dystopian society where people's memories, like some unknown entity is taking memories from this group of people on this island, and they are isolated on this island, and their memories just like something's gone. Like one day birds were taken away and now nobody remembers anything about birds. And her father was a ornithologist, which is someone who studies birds. So he just, all of his stuff was taken away that had to do with birds, because, and there's like a police force that is in charge of making sure that everybody has nothing related to the things that were taken away, like perfume or whatever it is that has been erased from memory. And the memory police actually are in charge of going after people who are still remembering things that shouldn't be remembered. So it's very Holocaust Diary of Anne Frank-esque, and it's very interesting, very, it's a translated work, but I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't feel translated. The translation must be a good one, and I'm really enjoying it. I am also reading Becoming Earth by Faris Jabbar. It is a journey through the hidden wonders that bring our planet to life. It is essentially about our Earth being a living system and its interactions with us, as well as our interactions with it, animals, plants, microorganisms, all sorts of things, and how they all affect each other. It's really fascinating. It is also kind of hopeful, like it's hope-inspiring. It is also kind of inspiring and makes me, I have like, what is that called? Anxiety having to do with like the end of the world as we know it. And this kind of gives me hope, because it talks about the Earth in like billions of years in history, and how we're going through a cycle that has happened many, many times in Earth's history. It was bound to happen again, and it will happen again further in the future too. And we just have to know how to survive it and how to make things slightly better and also do better. it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I promised myself I was going to take it slow with this one. I took a break during I started in April or May. End of April, early May, and I have been taking my time with it. I'm reading about, now that I'm reading again, I'm picking it up and reading about a chapter a day. So I should have this finished by the end of July. But I'm really, really enjoying it. The writing is beautiful. It is nonfiction, which once again, not usually my thing, but I am trying, guys. I'm trying to read nonfiction this year, and just learn some things. So that is what I am reading. I am also reading One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. This is the second Carly Fortune book I will be trying, and as I'm reading it, I saw some people talking about it and reviewing it, and I'm feeling kind of stupid. Like, I should have read her other books first, but also I had no interest in reading her other books. Actually, I do. I have interest in reading This Summer Will Be Different, because that takes place in Prince Edward Island, which is the one that I thought I was reading. It's not. This does not take place on Prince Edward Island, which is the one I wanted to read. That's okay. This one is good so far, though, which is surprising to me because I did not like Meet Me at the Lake, which is the first one that I read. I read it with the Find You Book Club, and I found it to be not good. I think I gave it 2.5 stars. So essentially, that one, the issue with it for me was the characters and their motivations and their ability to communicate. I liked the setting, and I'm also not a huge fan of second chance romance, so that might have had a little bit to do with it. This one is not a second chance romance. It's about a photographer, which is really cool, because if you guys don't know, but I am starting my own photography business. I went to school for photography back in college before I switched my major to education. It was in photography. I had like a year left of my degree and I switched to education like a lunatic. Anyway, so I am in the process of starting a photography career. So this is about someone who has that kind of career. She's very similar to me in other aspects as well. And she's having a time, and she decides her nan breaks her hip, and she decides to take some time off and take her nan to the lake house where they used to go when they were kids, and just relax for a bit and maybe find her groove, find herself, or re-find herself. So she does that, and she meets Charlie Florek, who is a flirt. He is just, he's funny. He really is. I am 80 pages in, and I am enjoying it so far. Like, really enjoying it. I think it's going to be great, and I'm excited to read the other one by her, the one that takes place in Prince Edward Island, because maybe it was just the one book, and I love when authors can prove me wrong, that their writing it was just a one-off. So that's what I'm reading right now. And let's see. Did I pick anything up? I did not. I have not been buying books. I'm very proud of myself. I've been buying other things instead. So little life update. Yes, I am trying to start my photography business. And so I bought a new camera. I didn't buy a new camera. My mother bought me a new camera. I'm paying her back. Slowly. So I have a new camera. I got a new lens recently, and then my mother bought me a sewing machine for my birthday, which is coming up. So I have been buying like cloth and stuff to make my own clothes, because who doesn't need more hobbies, right? I actually have been really, really enjoying it. I have so much fun. And yeah, so that's been life lately. I'm picking up books again. I'm sewing. I'm taking photos. Life is good, and there's a lot to be grateful for. I feel like I kind of lost sight of that when I had my reading slump. I feel like maybe part of it was because I fell into this deep hole of depression over the state of the world. And I have to try to remind myself that all in all, life is good right now for me, and I'm doing everything that I can for the people that life is not good for at the moment. And that's all I can do. And I need to focus more on the bright side because I cannot let myself fall into a pit of despair. So that is what I'm doing. I'm reading books that make me happy. And I think that's all I've got for you guys today. Go ahead and leave a leave a camera emoji for One Golden Summer in the comments below, just to let me know you were here, or let me know what you're currently reading, what you've recently finished and would recommend. Or also just let me know what your hobbies are, because let's share. Let's just be full of all the hobbies. It doesn't all have to be books, guys. It can be other things too. So let me know what you're up to, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.